Welcome to the Cryptosphere. This is Cryptogenic coming at you. Today is Monday, January 16th at 7:52 p.m. here in Northern California. In today's video, we're going to compare the Bitcoin and Ethereum price charts according to Elliott wave theory. I've never done a video like this before, but I have spent a lot of time taking a look at what these charts look like from an Elliott wave perspective and the difference between them. And spoiler alert, there is a difference between the two of them. So we're going to take a look at that difference, and we're going to make some projections as to what this means for what the market will do in the near future. So let's jump right over here and take a look first and foremost at this Bitcoin price chart on the daily. I've mapped out and done the calculations. Basically, if you look at Elliott wave theory, there are certain rules. Like there's got to be a 13-bar low followed by an 8-bar high followed by a 21-bar low and so on and so forth. On a downtrend, it's the opposite for an uptrend. So we've got a clear downtrend, and it's clearly an impulsive wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then A, B, C. And then we've got a second complete cycle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, which means that for all intents and purposes, it appears that Bitcoin has completed two complete Elliott wave cycles. Now, of course, if it takes off from here and just keeps going up, then we'll have to move C higher. And in that case, what probably has happened is that this ABC is a brand new 1, 2, 3. And we'll look for a 4 and a 5. And that can happen as well. Okay? But for all intents and purposes, at the moment, it looks as though Bitcoin has completed two complete Elliott wave cycles. And now the direction, Bitcoin's next direction basically will determine whether the next cycle is an uptrend or a downtrend. So that's what we're going to be looking to see. However, on the Ethereum daily chart, we're taking a look at the same structure. We find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then A, B, C, but it's looking more like 1, 2, 3. Now, if this is ABC, all we need is a break above this line to confirm C, okay? Which means simply that if you're looking at this from the Elliott wave perspective, we've got to break this line. 2,000, we're going to break 2,000. If I'm looking at this correctly, if I've calculated this correctly from an Elliott wave perspective, we're not only breaking 1678, but we're breaking 2,000, which means we're forming a higher high and invalidating the downtrend. However, if this is 1, 2, 3, then the target is $2,700 because we simply do the Fibonacci retracement to the swing low to swing high, takes us up to the 618 retracement level, which is 2744. So we could see a major move here up to about the $2,700 mark for Ethereum. Now, I want to compare these again. Bitcoin, it's done. C has already broken above A. Ethereum, it's not done. C has yet to break above A. What does that mean? That means that there is some room, at least in the short term, for Ethereum to outperform Bitcoin. I'm going to say that again. That means there is some room, at least for the short term, for Ethereum to outperform Bitcoin. Now, if we take a look at the Ethereum, not this one, the Ethereum BTC chart. This is Ethereum versus Bitcoin. What I see is that it's in an ascending narrowing wedge, and there's strong bearish divergence in the RSI, which means that Ethereum is telegraphing an eventual breakdown against Bitcoin. Meaning this is the wind up for the next bull run. And when the next bull run happens, Bitcoin will go first. That's always how it happens. This chart is showing us that wind up is already in play. I mean, if you just take a look at this chart, what you discover is that since September of 2019, Ethereum has outperformed Bitcoin a total of 447%, and at present, it's outperforming Bitcoin by a total of 362%. So, I mean, for the last 3 years, it is since 2019, it is vastly more profitable to hold Ethereum than Bitcoin. That is getting ready to change temporarily. It's going to change until Bitcoin basically finishes its run, and somewhere in that run, Ethereum will take off as well and head to the next level. And then after Ethereum, the altcoins. That's what we have to expect over the next 2-3 years, okay? That's definitely going to happen. However, in the short term, what I'm looking at is I think Ethereum could test one of these lines. This would be outperforming Bitcoin by 12-13% if we hit this line. And if we come all the way up here, we've outperformed Bitcoin by 20% nearly. And we could actually come all the way up to the top of this wedge before breaking down, honestly. That would be a short-term 30% outperformance of Ethereum by Bitcoin by Ethereum, okay? By the way, this chart is what I gave to my Patreon, I guess a few weeks ago. And one of the guys in my group actually shorted Ethereum here, and he's up $9,000 so far in that trade. So that's been very, very profitable for him. We're trading Ethereum actively in our group, so if you're interested, check it out at patreon.com/cryptogenic. But this is what I see. Ethereum could make one more final gasp and then break down against Bitcoin. And what that would look like, basically, is Ethereum hitting one of these levels while Bitcoin basically slows down. Now, I do expect a retest for both Ethereum and Bitcoin. I expect a retest of this box for Bitcoin, which is somewhere around 19.5. I also expect a retest of this level here at 14.45 for Ethereum. The difference is I expect Ethereum to bounce off this level. I expect Ethereum to bounce off this level and then head for this target up here, the bottom of it at least, which is around $2,700, okay? So maybe Ethereum simply moves up quicker than Bitcoin. Maybe Bitcoin bounces too, but just moves up more slowly, because a couple things you see. Number one, you've got this trend line. Bitcoin is beneath it. Bitcoin is beneath it. Bitcoin is beneath it. And then it gets even worse when you take a look at the monthly charts. Where is it? Bitcoin's monthly log chart. This is a 10-year-old trend line. We're beneath it and hitting resistance, whereas Ethereum is still well above its 10-year-old trend line, right? So Ethereum at the moment is looking more bullish than Bitcoin. Ethereum has broken above its bearish trend, and Bitcoin is still seated beneath it. So already we're seeing that Ethereum is moving a bit more quickly than Bitcoin. I think that maybe in the next couple of weeks to a month and a half, 2 months, we could see a nice breakout of Ethereum against Bitcoin to come test one of these lines, and then a breakdown. And when that breakdown happens, that's when Ethereum is going to go on a rampage. And the first thing that'll happen Bitcoin will go on a rampage. And the first thing that happens when Bitcoin goes on that rampage is Ethereum and the whole altcoin market start to lose value against Bitcoin, not against the US dollar, because they'll move up with Bitcoin, just not as fast. And so when the new bull run starts, it will be most profitable to hold Bitcoin. But what I'm seeing in these charts is that in the short term, it'll be more profitable to hold Ethereum and to trade Ethereum, which is what we're doing in our group. All right, folks. Once again, that's just what I see in the charts. Please remember that this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just what I see in the charts. I'm not telling you what to do or what not to do. I'm just telling you what I see in the charts. But more than anything else, everything that I provide, every resource that I provide is designed to empower you to sleep in peace, to wake in joy, and to walk in love. Do me a favor and hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Leave me a comment letting me know what you think. I would love to hear your thoughts as well. And with all of that being said, thank you so much for watching. This is Cryptogenic, signing out.